Lesson number 12, Sunday, December 11th. The Model of Jesus. Luke 2:52 says, "And Jesus increased in wisdom and stature, and in favor with God and man." What four dimensions of Jesus' growth are mentioned in this passage? Jesus was the perfect human being, and his growth comprised all basic dimensions of human existence. According to Luke 2:52, Jesus grew in wisdom, mentally, and stature, physically, and in favor with God, spiritually, and man, socially. The Desire of Ages, page 68 and 69 says, "His mind was active and penetrating with a thoughtfulness and wisdom beyond his years. Yet his character was beautiful in its symmetry. The powers of mind and body developed gradually in keeping with the laws of childhood. As a child, Jesus manifested a peculiar loveliness of disposition. His willing hands were ever ready to serve others. He manifested a patience that nothing could disturb, and a truthfulness that would never sacrifice integrity. In principle, firm as a rock, his life revealed the grace of unselfish courtesy." Matthew 4:23 says, "And Jesus went about all Galilee, teaching in their synagogues and preaching the gospel of the kingdom, and healing all manner of sickness and all manner of disease among the people." How can the threefold ministry of Jesus, to teach, to preach, and to heal, be carried on us by us effectively today? If we recognize that a human being is an integrated and indivisible person, then we cannot restrict our religion to spiritual matters only. The truth actually embraces our whole being, covers our entire lifespan, and comprises all dimensions of our life. Our physical and spiritual elements are so powerfully integrated that they really cannot be separated. And though, as fallen beings, we will never be equal to the depiction of Jesus as presented above, we are, by God's grace, to emulate it because, according to Education, page 15 and 16, to restore in man the image of his Maker, to bring him back to the perfection in which he was created, to promote the development of body, mind, and soul, is the work of redemption. This is what God seeks to do in his people as part of the process to prepare them for his return. In contrasting ourselves to Jesus, we could easily be discouraged by the difference. How then does focusing on the cross and what it means protect us from being disheartened by what we see in ourselves as compared to what we see in Jesus? From the book Our High Calling, page 183, it says, "The wonderful example of the life of Christ, the matchless tenderness with which he entered into the feelings of the oppressed soul, weeping with those that wept, rejoicing with all that rejoiced in his love, must have a deep influence upon the character of all who love and keep his commandments. They will give sympathy, not grudgingly, but liberally. By kindly words and acts, they will try to make the path just as easy for weary feet as they desire the path to be made for their feet. As we receive daily and hourly the blessing of God, we can do no less to show our gratitude than to have a kindly, unselfish interest in those for whom Christ has died. And from the book That I May Know Him, page 121, it says, "If we have become the disciples of Christ, we shall be learning of Him every day, learning how to overcome some unlovely trait of character, every day copying His example and coming a little nearer the pattern. If we are ever to inherit those mansions that He has gone to prepare for us, we must here be forming such characters as the dwellers there are to possess. The requirements of God are made in wisdom and goodness. In obeying them, the mind enlarges, the character improves, and the soul finds a peace and rest that the world can neither give nor take away." Have a wonderful, blessed day.